is Detroit. Early in the morning. Shouts out to everybody. I hope you're having a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. It's time to get off into it. The church doors are open.
Bringing it back, so cold with the flows when I spit it on tracks. Writing hardcore lyrics, gotta put it on wax. We can't tell lies, we be spitting the facts. Most rappers is trash and they do it for cash. I do it for the love with this lyrical blast. Going fast like flash when I'm whipping your ass. Let me slow it down quick, this a blast from the past. Underground flows with an old school vibe. Not you care to the beat and remember the rhyme. Real music, you can hear it, you can never deny. Hurykane and join the knock when we be keeping it live. From Detroit to Savannah, let the whole world see. Midwest, Southern soul, make the people believe. Spitting revolution lyrics so my people be free. Throw your hands in the air if you rollin' with me. Underground sound that goes down in Motown. 50 your time, smoke a pound, we smoke clouds. Cold sound, everybody know what goes down. Underground sound, yeah, we bringing it back now. Tell them, Jay. Bringing it back. Bringing it back. Hey.
Salute, Steve, what's good?
Back to the underground. Back to the underground. Where it comes from. Back to the underground. To where it comes from. Back to the underground. Where it comes from. Hey. Bring it back. 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 Back again, spinning magic just like a paladin. Yeah, we gotta win. The underground is back again. For the ancestors. It's time to take it back again. Spinning magic just like a paladin. Yeah, we gotta win. The underground is back again. For my ancestors. It's that underground sound. It's that underground sound. It's that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. It's that underground sound. It's that underground sound. It's that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. Underground sound. It's that underground sound. It's that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. It's that underground sound. It's that underground sound. It's that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. Coming through with the ill flow, love when I spit slow. Astronomical bomb, about to explode. Flip mode, pull out the pistol, you get low. Bullets rip past your face and hit your chick, bro. Sad days, look at these mad ways. I blast K's in the last days, make the government cascade. Last days, decapitate you with glass trays. On the last play, I'm going for the fast break. Hey, been not chill for a while. Chick from the UK, yeah, I'm making her smile. She a beautiful queen, let me give her the crown. Bring it down to the States, let me show you around. Hey, show you what the revolution about. Chillin' on a piece of land, me and you in the house. Little soul flow cold, and I'm making a bounce. Put your hands in the air if you feelin' it now. Little soul flows cold, if you feelin' it now. Put your hands in the air if you hit it, get down. Little soul flows cold, this the lyrical sound. Hurykane coming through when I'm getting the crown. Little soul flows cold, if you feelin' it now. Put your hands in the air if you hit it, get down. Little soul flows cold, this that lyrical sound. Hurykane coming through when I'm getting the crown. Trying to manifest my destiny, bring the best of me. No discrepancies, but the government keep on testing me. They want the less of me, I'ma hit them so heavily. Haven't seen a bullet shoot through you when you're parakeet. Living clarity, been through therapy, gave the charity, not the revolution. competition is here. They say you scaring me. Just participate, no need to articulate. If you rolling with the government, you getting killed today. Don't get in my way, into with the facility. Bullets sure they will penetrate. Anybody got some shit to say? Like I'm traveling, throwing lyrics like javelin. Zone war with the Madison, show my girl the lavishness. She is extravagant, get my goddess the happiness. Just unanimous that my baby girl is the baddest chick. The one I'm happy with, body cloud is an action. Baby girl just betted on me, that's not an accident. So flows cold, if you feeling it now, put your hands in the air, if you hit it, get down. Little soul flows cold, it's that lyrical sound. Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crown. Little soul flows cold, if you feeling it now, put your hands in the air, if you hit it, get down. Little soul flows cold, it's that lyrical sound. Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crown. Little soul flows cold, if you feeling it now, put your hands in the air, if you hit it, get down. Little soul flows cold, it's that lyrical sound. Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crown. Little soul flows cold, if you feeling it now, put your hands in the air, if you hit it, get down. Little soul flows cold, it's that lyrical sound. Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crown.
Now Rogue One Production.
Baby girl, you phenomenal. New chapter of my life, call it my chronicles. My love for you is insurmountable. Love Nikki, you feel it in your abdominal. Astronomical, yeah, I'm held accountable. Loving you so good, I'm not a scoundrel. Like a James Bond villain without the monocle. Shoot ahead and return his ass in the molecules. Everybody together, we down for whatever. We got Bonnie and Clyde, prefer nothing lesser. She got my mind spinning just like a propeller. She's the inspiration to make the flow better. Never cheating on you, girl, I know better. In the bedroom, girl, I got you so wetter. Let me dive in deep so you can float better. Hurricane be the name, girl, I control weather. Baby girl, astronomical. Chillin' up on the spaceship, what we about to do? Cosplay, your foreplay, the forte. Make a private movie, watch it at 4K. She dipping my sword, call it the sword play. Now I'm stabbing the pussy up on her porch. Hey, she adventurous and I love for elegance. We are both magicians playing with elements. You are magical, we are staying compatible. In the bedroom, I ravage you like an animal. Full thrusters go hard, we get intense. Love the look in your eyes when we get cement. Doing moves to rewrite the Kama Sutra. Look you in your eyes as I give it to you. Orgasmic bliss is gonna be limitless. And my love for you is unlimited.
Right, to get off into it. Don't really got that much time. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 clips. Then after this, I gotta get ready to cook. Then get ready to go off to work later. Hope I got time to chill. All right, let's try to get through this, y'all. Salute Branches, what's good? Welcome to the Hurykane Sunday Hood service. Before we get off into this, I gotta give my disclaimer. Disclaimer. Over 45,000 plus denominations of Christianity. And I'm only cool with 4 different types of Christians. We got the open-minded Christians. The open-minded Christians don't mind if I don't believe. We can still sit down, chit-chat, and have motherfucking dialogue. You know, my non-belief and your belief don't come in between what our conversation is. But most Christians like to invoke an amen or a hallelujah or thank you, Jesus, in a conversation every time a motherfucker speaks. I don't know if y'all experience it, but I know damn sure I do. God is good. God is good all the time. All the God, God. Oh, hallelujah, amen, and all this shit. It's like there is no reason to say amen, hallelujah, or thank you, Jesus, for the shit that we're going through right now in our lives, the society, and around the fucking world. There is no God is good in this situation. Because these same Christian leaders prayed over Trump. Talking about he's ushering in the second coming, and this motherfucker just blew up a fucking school full of girls. And they praying over this man like this motherfucker just did something good. Oh, you bringing in the second calling of Christ, huh, Trump? Really? And got motherfuckers believing this shit. Christian Zionists, Jewish Zionists, a lot of fucking Zionist activity, a lot of brainwashed Christian activity going on right now. This shit crazy. He bringing in the second coming. This nigga just blew up a school full of girls. Get the fuck out of here. But I keep on forgetting. They love this genocide because God condones genocide and slavery. Yeah. In the Bible, slaves, obey your earthly masters. I will not. I refuse. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the chat. We already know what it is. But anyway, I'm cool with open-minded Christians. That's the first set of Christians because they don't give a fuck if I don't believe. We can still sit down, talk, and have dialogue about other shit that we both like and love and share the same hatred for shit. Do you feel me? The second set of Christians is the conspiracy Christians. They look up the same shit I look up, if not more or less, whatever. And we expose the same enemy, the government, the ones above them, the ones below them. You know, and we expose. Now there's another side of that conspiracy coin where they be trying to connect the book of Revelation with what's going on in the world. Those are the crazy ones. And then they go back to Elijah and Daniel and read a whole bunch of prophecies and shit. It's like, man, you know how old this book is? One, use your common sense. You know how old this book is? This book is old as shit. And yet got us believing in some shit from back in the day. This no different from motherfuckers took the book of Harry Potter and then made it motherfucking doctrine. Don't be surprised if the Harry Potter is the Bible 200 years from now. Because of stupidity.
Genesis 22.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I forgot the other two sets of Christians. The spiritual Christians value meditation. They understand Jesus, God, or the church lives within a heart chakra. So we focus on our meditation, unlock that heart chakra, live in love, peace, harmony, joy, and shit. Shouts out to the spiritual Christians. And the last are the Gnostic Christians that we agree with. We agree with if God is real, then that motherfucker's a genocidal, homicidal maniac. This planet is a prison. This body is a prison. And the only way out is through gnosis, knowledge of self. You are the God. You are the goddess. You are the logos. You are the monad. You are the source. You are the universe. All the powers live within. And much love to my goddess Vanta. Oh, yeah. Glad you're here. Hope you got all your rest in. I got a little rest. I'm still a little tired. But we gonna get through this. Had to, you know, wake up, get fresh. I ain't go out there in the world yet. I'll go out after this. I gotta grab a couple more things so I can come back and cook and then have everything ready. So as I get ready to go to work, everything is already done. Food done. My lives are done. And we can be able to knock this shit on out the park. Salute in the groove. Salute everybody. Much love to my first lady. Who's that lady? That's my lady right there. Much love to Vonta.
Abraham and Isaac, and we all know the story. Take your. Actually, I'm gonna read the verse. So here's what God says. Listen really close to the verse. There's something in this verse people don't notice, and it's a big deal.
Man, fuck the bullshit. Abraham was told by God to fucking sacrifice his son. And right when he was about to fucking do the shit, God was like, oh, calm down. Don't do it. I just wanted to know if you believed in me. I want to know you had that unbreakable, unshakable faith. And you was about to kill your son. That's what's up.
God comes to Abraham and is like, hey, take your son, your only son, whom you love. Hey, Abraham, why don't you take your only begotten son, whom you love? This is starting to sound a little familiar.
Yeah. It sounds like a God that motherfucking really, truly hates kids, especially his own, because I wouldn't send my only begotten son to die for anything. What the fuck I'm sending him to die for when I can come down there and change shit within the blink of an eye? All this shit don't make no sense. If you use your common sense, critical thinking, and comprehension skills, it don't make sense on why an all-powerful God that could turn this shit into a positive world at the blink of an eye, because it's supposed to be all-powerful, all-knowing, omnipotent, omnipresent, omnipotent, and all this bullshit, but you can't stop the presidents from killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease, kidnapping kids and eating them and raping them. You ain't stopping that. Get the fuck out of here. But sacrifice your kids. Why the fuck would he say? And plus, here's a crazy mind freak on some Chris Anderson.
Uh-oh. Did they just fuck up my service? Did they just kick me out my Sunday service? They just kicked me out. That's right. Say no to religion, all religions. That's right. Salute, Charles.
Point. To get people to believe. He died for all of y'all. But he didn't. Nigga came back to life. Ta-da! What was the fucking point? This shit retarded. Just fucking think about it, man.
Isaac, now this is important. Here's what people miss. He didn't just say, and walk up the closest mountain you can find. He says, and go to the region of Moriah. Now, I studied this years ago, and if I remember right, Moriah was like 80 miles from where he was, so Abraham would have been going, well, daggone, there's mountains all over the place. Why can't I just walk up one of these? God's like, no. I want you to go to the region of Moriah, sacrifice him there as a burnt offering.
Salute, Brian.
There's a specific mountain on
good, Brian.
Mountain that I will show you. Think about it. You're Abraham. You're walking around. You got your kid on your back.
Man, what the fuck? Christians be creating connections that don't even be there sometimes. It's like, what the fuck is this nigga thinking? What the fuck is he talking about? This is why we read the book and read it its context. He's motherfucking looking way deeper into it on some shit that don't even make any fucking sense. Nigga, God just told Abraham to motherfucking sacrifice his son as a burnt offering. God is an asshole for this. To test the motherfucker nigga faith. Kill your son. What?
You're walking 80 miles and you're like, why the heck am I walking past all these mountains to this region? And you get there and then somehow we don't know. God shows him one specific mountain. Side note for all the listeners. You have already seen a picture of the mountain that God showed him in this podcast. He shows him one specific mountain. He's like, I want you to walk up that specific mountain, and I want you to sacrifice your son, your only son, whom you love, up there. Now remember, Isaac, this is crazy, dude. He puts the wood.
This is crazy, dude. Yeah, God is a genocidal, homicidal maniac. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. He laughing. Oh my God, like God is so great with this. No, he's not. He just told a man to kill his fucking son as a burnt fucking offering. What type of shit is that? And then he said his only begotten son to come down here and get motherfucking. No telling how the torture was. We know the passion of the Christ. We seen the passion of the Christ. But we wasn't there when the real torture really happened because the motherfucker not real. But like at the same time, people was being crucified and people was getting tortured before the crucifixion or whatever. But like due to the shit that I saw on Passion of the Christ, he's supposed to die during the torture scene. Pass out due to loss of blood or some shit. Like, what the fuck? And motherfuckers on set getting fucked up for real. They was like, yo, man, people's getting fucked up for real. That means God is real. We're like, no, motherfucker, you doing shit at the wrong place at the wrong fucking time. The nigga got struck by lightning and shit. Like, oh, shit. That means God is real. He don't want nobody doing it. Well, then why God ain't striking down Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, Anthony Fauci, and all these other evil motherfucking pedos that run the world, but they're going to strike down a nigga that's acting? Get the fuck out of here. Like, if that's the case, nigga, strike them all down because they all a bunch of fruitcake pedophiles. But anyway, allegedly.
That he's going to sacrifice him on the back of his son Isaac. You got an only begotten son that the father
Drop a
loves,
main
with
man
wood
on that
his
like
back.
butt.
The son's got to carry the wood on his back up the hill where he's going to die.
Wow, yeah, this is the same symbolism of Jesus. This is fun. This is a connection. Yeah, but here's the difference. Jesus actually fucking died. Isaac didn't. Jesus had to die and come back. Abraham stopped Isaac from killing his son.
I mean, God stopped Abraham from killing Isaac.
Do it. God ain't shit. God could have came down and took Jesus off the cross and made him float in front of everybody. Like, oh, he could have motherfucker appeared during the torture scene and feel no pain. It was like, oh shit, he don't feel no pain. Put him on the cross. Nigga laughing while the fucking nails going in and shit. Like, I'm the son of God. I don't feel none of this shit. I'm like Baldur from God of War.
Are you kidding me? He gets up there, and remember, as soon as he's about to kill him, God's like, hey, dang, stop. And there's an innocent animal, little ram in the thicket.
You know I love
And
that
he's
font, Vonta.
why don't you kill that
And
thing
that
instead of
bite.
your sons? There's a substitutionary sacrifice or
Yeah, but he could have motherfucking told Abraham to take one of his livestock and walk it 80 fucking miles to sacrifice it on a mountain instead of his son. Well, you know, like, what the fuck? Nigga, God backwards as shit.
Now, bro, this is nuts.
Yes, it's fucking nuts because God is fucking nuts.
Region the Mount of Golgotha is in.
Pause.
Guess what region the Mount of Golgotha is in? Mariah, guess what mountain God told Abraham to walk like 80 miles to go find and then showed him when he got there? Almost certainly. Golgotha.
Golgotha.
Are you kidding me? I was going to say,
Well, Golgotha, Mariah. Okay, cool. Fuck it. Like, I had it backwards. But at the same time, this motherfucker is making connections that really don't need to be. But another question is, what's the point? What's the fucking point of this? Because he's still making it look like God did a good thing by telling Abraham to go kill his fucking son. But but the connection with Jesus makes everything great. That's what I'm saying. Like, use your common sense, critical thinking, and comprehension skills. It's like, this is nuts. Yes, it's nuts because God is a genocidal, homicidal maniac telling you to kill your kids. Yeah, kill your kids because I killed my own. But he came back to life. Your kids can't come back to life. Ha 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 ha. You know, what type of shit is that?
Right, it's a mockery. It's a mockery.
It's not a coincidence. It's what was in God's ultimate plan to have this foreshadowing of Jesus by utilizing Abraham to foreshadow Jesus. Yes. And Christians in the comments are eating that up, hook, line, and sinker. I was going to ignore this video at first. But then he said something that I found very intriguing. The first thing he said was Abraham's only son, his only son that he loved. So basically what you're saying is that Abraham didn't father another son?
Right.
I do believe that according to the Bible,
Yep.
it clearly states that when Sarah was being impatient and thinking that she was not going to birth a child, that she sent her slave Hagar to have sex with old ass Abraham.
Yep.
And this was a common theme in the Bible where a woman would have one of her slaves have sex with her husband, therefore making a slave wife, bearing a son, and then claiming the child for her own, as we saw with the Rachel and Leah in their.
This is a paradox. I don't go to church, but I ain't been to Sunday here.
Rachel was
that's what's up, baby. My first lady.
Sarah never claimed Ishmael to be her son, and I know Christians are already thinking, well, Ishmael wasn't the promised son; he's not the son of the promise. True, according to the Bible, that would be absolutely correct. But for this creator, this person, this charlatan, to say that was Abraham's only son, you're pushing it a little too far. You're misleading the people.
Right. Don't mislead the people. Talk about that's his only son, knowing darn where he had more.
Because you're trying to draw a connection between God having his only begotten son of Jesus and Abraham's
I'm gonna start with genocidal tendencies, yeah.
Where there are no connections that exist. This promised son of Abraham. So that's what made me decide that I need to go ahead and do this video. And then, some of the exaggerations or mistakes, I should say mistakes. When he said that it was 80 miles, no, it was 80 kilometers. It's a 3-day trip, 80 kilometers from where Abraham supposedly set out from, I think Beersheba. And then it was 50 miles. So it's 50 miles, 80 kilometers. Easy mistake. Okay. You're an American. You think miles. You see 80 kilometers. You think 80 miles. Not remembering it correctly. I let that part slide. But then there is absolutely no Jewish scholars. There are no Christian non-apologetic scholars who confirm that the place of Mount Moriah that Abraham supposedly was going to sacrifice Isaac is the exact same place. That is Golgotha, the place of the skulls. No one says for certain that is it, except for someone who's trying to trick people into creating connections that don't simply exist. Are they a part of the same mountain range? Yes. Could they be close to each other? That's possible. Are they the exact same mountain?
No.
Unlikely. Highly unlikely. Most non-apologetic scholars, and many of the apologetics, will say that it is possible, but unlikely to be the exact spot that the temple was built on, the exact spot that Jesus was crucified on. And see, here's the thing, here's the dilemma. When you look at the Jewish scholars,
because we made for those taxes to come in, pimping. Yeah, you need that new suit. Get that Steve Harvey suit. Now, come to Detroit.
We know that the second temple was present during the time frame of the crucifixion. We know that it was present during the first century, that crucifixions would not have been happening on the exact same mountain where the temple was. So you have in Judaism where the second temple is represented by the place that he possibly, supposedly, theoretically was planning to sacrifice Isaac. But as far as Christianity is concerned, they want to flip it and say that Golgotha is the place. So you have two competing thoughts. And the Jewish thought should take precedence over the Christian thought, considering the fact that the Christians are really just piggybacking on the Jewish story.
Yep.
So therefore, to make that claim is to exaggerate, to create connections, to make people feel like, oh, here's the evidence of God being real, of Jesus being real, of Abraham being real.
You already know.
As a matter of fact, there's absolutely zero evidence of Abraham. There's zero evidence of Isaac or Jacob. There's no evidence of the 12 tribes. There's no evidence
of any of those motherfuckers in the Bible.
Children who represents the 12 tribes. There's no evidence of any of that. They know where the cave in Machpelah. We know where Machpelah is, but yet no caves have been found that should have the body of Abraham and Sarah, Jacob, Leah. No cave has ever been found to prove that story is true.
As I say, not as I do.
Part of the myth, part of the fairy tale, part of the claim that the Jewish people Israelites use to stake their claim of that land and that their God is true. But as far as philosophy is coming up, as far as anthropology is concerned, no. As far as archaeology is concerned, no. As far as written codified history is concerned, no. The only evidence of this is found in your Bible. That's it. And if you're a person who just looks at the Bible and says the Bible is 100% true, then of course you're going to agree with it. That's faith, because you have no facts to back it.
Right. That's faith, because you got no facts to back it. And when it comes to dealing with Christians, there's no arguing or debating them, because you can't. I'm gonna say this one more time. You cannot battle facts with faith. So if we're going to deal with a Christian, you know, like on the outside world, don't even bother arguing with them. But if y'all about to schedule a debate online or at a hall or something, you know, load up your ammunition and get ready to blast. But otherwise, there's no battle in facts with faith. Real shit. Real shit. Because most of the arguments will become a circular argument. Motherfuckers will be talking, you'll talk for damn near 3-4 hours and won't go nowhere. It's like a dog, it's horrible. It's like a circular argument of bullshit. But the person with the facts want to win. At the same time, the fucking Christian feel like he already won. Yeah, and he did, because you motherfucker went against him with facts, and all he have is faith in that one book. Shit, wow. Now, there's other debates that I do like, the Bible versus other doctrines. You know, I like that. You know, it's like, for example, the Holy Bible versus OWASP. If y'all know what OWASP is, look it up. Shouts out to Cosmo Cal. You know, like Cosmo was on the low key live with me, Rich T, and Kelly, and Jordan and shit, and Sean. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, but Cosmo is into OWASP, and real shit, I'm gonna be honest. If I wasn't a spiritual person and I was still kind of in religion and I left Christianity, I'll probably fuck with OWASP. But like, what stands out really more to me, what like resonates with my heart, is Buddhism and shamanism. You know, and if I was to add a third one, it'll be Hinduism. But just something about shamanism that just feels so right. It's like a way of life type thing. And Buddhism is kind of like the same way, you know. So, you know, like understanding life and, you know, like understanding self is, you know, it really matters, you know. But I'm gonna say this, like, you know, all cultures and religions, you know, they may have their disagreements, but they all agree on one thing. They all agree on one thing, and it's miraculous. Detach yourself from this world. You know what I'm saying? Detach yourself from this fucking world. You know, so like, this will let me know that everything has a negative truth. You just have to grab your truth, apply it to your life. And if it benefits your life, you motherfucker let it benefit, and you keep on moving accordingly. You know, but you fuck with religion, you put yourself in a box and you close your mind off. You know, salute TYT. That's Greedy. What up, though, Greedy? Greedy vegan in the building.
The mere fact that he was going to sacrifice his son and he put the wood on his back. Ooh, Jesus carrying the cross. Making connections where there are no connections is a good way to emotionalize the text, to emotionalize faith history, in order to make people feel more confident in their belief that is not backed up by any facts whatsoever. And this is how they continue to dupe people and trick people, and people fall for it. And for him to say it so gleefully and happily, yeah, wow, be astounded, causes people to follow in that mode, because most people are sheep. They follow in the energy that they are receiving or that they're seeing, and they will follow along with it, which is why there were so many amens and like revelation in the comments of that video. But if you use your thinking mind, what you realize is that the information that was provided was just as fake and as hoaxy as Bigfoot. So y'all have a great day. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself.
Because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey and good vibrations. Good journey and vibrations. Like I said, you can't battle facts with faith. So you about to deal with a Christian on the outside, don't even argue with him. Pick your battles. You want to battle a Christian, battle that motherfucker in an arena. Battle that motherfucker like in a debate. You know, whether it's on the live somewhere or at a hall somewhere. But otherwise, just battling a Christian on the street, fuck that. You can't battle facts with faith, because most of these Christians don't even know what the fuck they talking about. They don't even fully believe in what the fuck they believe. They barely even read that book, and they get mad at me because I know more about that book than they do. And what was funny in my beginning stages of leaving Christianity, when I used to debate these fucking Christians, they used to be so astounded that I know more about the Bible than them. They like, you don't even fuck with Christianity. How do you know about this book? Because I was indoctrinated in it. But the difference between my Christian ass and the next Christian, I was actually studying that book. See, I was with a bitch at the time, and this bitch was supposed to be rooted in the church, and we was supposed to try to make some shit work. So we're trying to make some shit work. The best foundation to have is God, right? Well, as a Christian, learn the scriptures to read, go to the counseling, go through all this shit, just to still get fucked over. That was like 2006. I was like, you know what? Fuck God, fuck the devil, fuck angels, fuck demons, fuck all this shit. I gave my all my life. Just got played by a chick that's supposed to been in this motherfucking shit to the fullest. Fuck it. Fuck it. No prayers being answered. Motherfuckers getting worser. I guess Christianity is not for me. I'm going to fuck with what works. I'm going to do my own thing. Christians be like, you just wanted to sin, you just wanted to be evil, or you never was fully a believer anyway. I'm like, nigga, you don't even know what the fuck I've been through. I just told you my whole fucking life story, but yet dismiss that. You want to sin, you're evil, you're going to hell. That's what most Christians think of us when we say we don't believe. They automatically condemn us. The condescending, judgmental, narcissistic pricks that don't fully believe in their own shit. And what makes me mad is, see, they got the scapegoat to just believe in Jesus. Do all this bad shit, make sure you repent. Do all this bad shit all your life, but like on your deathbed, you give your life to the Lord so you can go to heaven. Get the fuck out of here. This is why in your fucking Bible, Jesus said when he come back, he ain't taking one tittle of the law. And here's the funny part. He gonna tell your ass, I don't know you. That's if he's real now. That's if he's real. But we already know he's not. And motherfuckers that connect the book of Revelation with what's going on in the world. Here's one for you. They say Jesus coming back looking like a slain lamb. You know what a slain lamb is? A slain lamb. So that means a slain lamb, probably bloody or dead. Whatever you see the word slain, what do y'all see? What do y'all think? Oh, fuck it. Just go to the definition. Siri, what's the definition of slain? If y'all got Siri, that's going to fuck y'all up. But anyway, Alexa, what's the definition of slain? Slain. But anyway, a slain lamb with 8 eyes and a sword coming out of his mouth. Is that something literal like most Christians take it as? Or is it a fucking metaphor? Or is it symbolism for something? I don't fucking know. But what I do know is, in the words of the father from the Nutty Professor, this is some scary shit. Salute, Bearded, what's good? What we do know is, if motherfuckers taking the shit literal, then Jesus looking like a slain lamb. Look up the definition of slain with 8 eyes and a sword coming out of his mouth. Is that a metaphor or is that fucking literal? Because if it's literal, then this motherfucker's a goddamn kaiju. And by the way, I don't see how Revelation can connect with anything going on in this world if there's fucking seals being opened and shit getting destroyed. Like, what does that got to do with anything going on now? Trump just blew up a school full of fucking girls. Is that in the Bible? There's motherfuckers praying. No, fuck this shit. There's motherfuckers praying over Trump, calling him the man is going to usher in the second coming of Christ. And this motherfucker just genocided the whole goddamn school. The fuck out of here. A man that got a phone call from a from a motherfucker that wasn't originally named Netanyahu made the call. Yo, nigga, fuck this school up real quick. And breaking news, I think Iran ain't doing that ceasefire talk shit. Seen that coming. You know why? You blew up a school full of fucking girls. And rumor has it, don't know if it's true or not, but rumor has it, those were the girls of the fucking generals of their fucking army. You fucked up big time. And what's real crazy is you do this to pull on the emotional heartstrings of people. You ain't do nothing but just turn the American people against the government. We just blew up a school full of fucking girls, and you wonder why motherfuckers hate this country. Look what the fuck we've done to people. All because they don't got no fucking shit to protect themselves. But they got resources for us to take and steal. I could just name 2 events, and y'all can go down the rest of the motherfucking rabbit hole. Contra and the Panama Canal. Look that shit up. Look that shit up. Look what happened to the USS Liberty. Look that up too. Fuck it, I give you 3. Look where we got our hand at in many countries around the world. Another thing, our food is banned in over 60 plus countries. So what the fuck does that tell you? That food is poison. Poison. Next.
I think Noah was just
Salute living
a
life.
guy building a boat. According to ancient apocryphal texts, Noah was born with skin white as snow and hair like wool. But here's the kicker. When he opened his eyes, they shot out.
Salute, Beardy. Salute, everybody. What up, though?
His dad, Lamech, absolutely freaked out. Lamech almost threw him out because
On the way to work.
Lamech was like, oh, shit. He went to his daddy Methuselah. And Methuselah was like, go holler at my pop, which was Enoch. Now, that story is in the book of Enoch on how Noah was born. Born with hair like wool, eyes made of fire. Lamech was like, this motherfucker was birthed from the angels. But anyway, let's go. Let's go, to them. Let's see if I'm right.
Noah didn't even look human. He was convinced his wife had cheated with a fallen angel and birthed some alien hybrid. He ran to his father Methuselah, who asked the prophet Enoch for the truth. Enoch revealed a chilling reality. This child wasn't a monster. He was God's restart button for the entire world. 2348 BC. After the Great Flood wiped everything out, only Noah's family of 8 survived. Every single person on Earth today, all 7 billion of us, came from Noah, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and their wives. Shem's line to Asia, Ham's to Africa, and Japheth's to Europe. So which bloodline do you belong to? Let me know.
My apologies for putting you through the pain of that.
Yeah.
The pain of that is like the allergy pain that I have right now, and I'm severely light sensitive. Because it is filled with so much bullshit. Okay, the first level of bullshit that is filled, he goes ahead and he tells you that he's getting his ideas from an apocryphal writing, and would be the books of Enoch. Now, there are books of Enoch. It's really like 4 books that are written that they comprise together and make the book of Enoch. Now, we know that the book of Enoch was not written until around 300 to 200 BCE at the earliest, and that it was written as fan fiction after the Persians had released the Israelites from Babylonian control, and they were allowed to return back to Jerusalem.
Yeah, and this is history. This is history. This is why we deconstruct Christianity.
And so people were asking the question, who is this Enoch guy? He's only mentioned very quickly in the Bible. Then he said that he walked with God. But if you look at what the little graph that this guy is he's selling these books that shows you these pictorial versions of things that happen in the Bible, and he refers to this timeline quite often and trying to tell stories. Now, he's referring to a timeline that actually doesn't match what the book of Enoch says. So according to the book of Enoch, yes, Moses was born and skin was white, his hair was curly and white, and his eyes glowed like rays of the sun. Lamech says that he looks like one of the gods, but basically a combination between Enki and his wife. And some people have said that this was Enki having sex with Lamech's wife, and then Noah was a child of Enki, And then that is why giants still remain, that Noah carried the giant gene. And that's why giants still remain after the Noah's flood. And that Lamech went to Methuselah, Methuselah went to Enoch. Here's the problem. When you actually do a genealogical timeline based on the Bible itself, what they talk about in Chronicles of who begat whom, or you just look at it over through the course of Genesis, and one of the things that you would come to easily realize is that there's a contradiction between the books of Enoch and the Bible. And what you have in Genesis, and maybe this is one of the reasons why this is probably one of the reasons why it has been determined to be apocryphal, because it does not match up. There is a full 69-year time gap between the
and all your sins will be forgiven.
God's so-called children, Enoch. So Enoch had
when
he was about 65 years old, and then he lived for 300 more years. So 365 total years before God took Enoch. Noah wasn't born until 69 years after Enoch had walked with God, so-called. So this creates a problem within the rendering of what this creator was saying, because it would be an impossibility for Methuselah to go back to Enoch and have this conversation, which is why this conversation is only in the book of Enoch, because the books of Enoch places his life in conjunction with Noah's birth. There's no other, your biblical records of Genesis.
And Christians should not be talking about fallen fucking angels, because that shit come from Enoch. All that fallen angel story and shit, that's Enoch. And if y'all can't fuck with the book of Enoch, quit saying fallen angels. Y'all shouldn't even be talking about zodiac signs and shit if y'all Christians. Whether y'all know it or not, y'all do a lot of witchcraft shit, Christians, whether y'all know it or not. But as long as God and Jesus' name is on it, it's not a ritual. Fuck on out of here. It's a fucking ritual. Y'all motherfuckers do communion. Take this fucking cracker, visualize in your mind you're eating the body of Jesus. That's called cannibalism. And here, sip this wine and sip it in a ritual and think of it as my blood. That's vampirism. Cannibalism and vampirism put together, you got communion. And they say my church is the blasphemous one. I got ladies walking up the aisle right now passing out frankincense because we ain't got no frankincense. Break out the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Shield your eyes. Man, that movie was crazy. But all those evil, rich, elite motherfuckers, they all deserve to die that day. That's what you get for fucking with shit you got no business fucking with. Shield your eyes. They real shit. Raiders of the Lost Ark scared the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. That shit scared the fuck out of me. It was just that end when all the motherfuckers died when they opened up the ark. They all fucking died horribly. It scared me as a kid, but like when I watched it older, to see what the nigga with the hat on, the glasses, his face melting and shit, it's funny now. But then, like the special effects was crazy, but they was getting better and better with this shit. Hollywood special effects. Shit was wild, son. The melting face, the fucking melting faces and the spirits flying all over the place and shit. I'm like, damn. Shit was wild. That's what y'all rich, evil, elite motherfuckers get. I wish the shit happened in real life with all the artifacts they stole. I wish the first archaeologists would be the fucking example of do not dig up shit. Because to me personally, I think archaeology is a form of grave robbing. No one ain't tell you to dig this shit up. That's why I wish something would have attacked their ass if they would have opened up the tomb. Y'all remember Mummy? Like the Mummy 1 and Mummy 2? When motherfucker touched the wrong shit and all the motherfucking beetles start coming out of the place and start eating motherfuckers. I wish that would have happened to the first archaeologists. And that'll make people be like, let's not dig up shit no more. I don't want to get attacked by a bug. I don't want to get hit with a poison mist dart. I don't want to fall into a fucking floor trap. I'm good on this shit. I'm good. I'll wait outside, y'all. They'll be like, it's been 6 hours. They ain't come back yet. Oh, well, they did. Take the shit. Take the truck. Take the truck. Take the food. We out this bit. It's like, where's the other archaeologists, sir? They've been in the cave for over 10 hours and they never came out. You ain't go back in there to try to find them? Bitch, are you fucking crazy? I am a navigator just to navigate motherfuckers here. I never been in that motherfucker. That's what y'all pay me to navigate and translate. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't even be speaking English right now.
Do not match this time frame. So therefore,
Hurykane running from that boulder.
It becomes one of the
I know, right?
Part of your canon.
Why do I see myself running from a fucking boulder? With the hat on.
Then that would present a contradiction within your Ethiopian Bible and your Eastern Orthodox Bible, to which neither one of those Bibles were never created until the 4th century. The Eastern Orthodox created their Bible around 301, 302.
With the boulder, with the hat on.
The Ethiopian Bible
trying to hold my hat, keep it on.
So there's like a 28, 29 year difference between the creation of both.
I need my hat.
Canons. And so, but both those canons do have that contradiction.
Hurykane.
The average person didn't read it, wasn't allowed to read it. They just left it in there, not thinking
in the Temple of Doom
were able to read it, because people always think that however things are in their time frame is what it's going to be forever. And we see that it is truly not. Now, many people will try to marry these up who are part of the Eastern Orthodox or the Ethiopian Orthodox, or those people who are just saying, oh, the Ethiopian Bible is the oldest Bible. No, it's not.
It's the Marcion.
The Marcion Bible is much older. The Codex Sinaiticus, the Vulgate.
The Codex Sinaiticus, another old Bible, Marcion Bible.
Is older. So, yeah, no. Doesn't work that way. Now, as far as him stating that everybody came from the lineage of Noah, this also is unfounded. It seems that the people who wrote these stories seem to not know that there was North America and South America and the Caribbean,
cosplaying in
Australia,
the
and all these other places.
I'm Hurykane tonight, baby.
And so they didn't write about them because they didn't know about them.
Let me get inside your temple.
People have tried to say is that, oh, well, the Asiatic people, they became part of the North and South American people and the Caribbean people. Well, if that's the case, then you are saying that you accept the migrational patterns that scientists have determined that the people of North America around 120,000 years ago made their way to the America, that the people of the South Pacific about 120,000 years ago made their way to South America. And so those people are then part of that lineage through migrational patterns. But if you accept the migrational pattern, you can't cherry pick it. Then you have to say the migrational pattern that the paleontologists and archaeologists have confirmed, then they are coming out of, the Homo sapien is coming out of Africa. The Neanderthal developed in Europe on its own. The Denisovans developed in Asia on their own, and then through the migration of the Homo sapien, they intermixed with the Neanderthals and the Denisovans, and the Denisovans intermixed with the Neanderthals. This is why the people who are currently living in those regions showed that type of genetic trace. Now, this is where the Bible continues to fail, because the more we find out in science, the more we find out how fake the Bible is. That when they did not know something, they just said God of the gaps. Just, oh, well, God must have did it. Or there's this God story that proves it. And then the last thing, we know that it takes 16,000 people to be able to recreate a civilization without there being deformities and mutations.
Exactly. 16,000 people to form a civilization without deformities or limitations. So all this Noah's sons birthed civilizations, nah, it's all bullshit.
Bloodline. And so if this is the case, then you have to ask the question, how did Japheth get Neanderthal DNA? How did Ham get the Denisovans DNA? And Ham also had the Homo sapien DNA, as well as Shem must have only had the Homo sapien DNA. You see how that doesn't work? It just doesn't fit the timeline. It doesn't fit what we know in science. And so we know that it took three men and their three wives could not have reproduced and repopulated the earth. Plus, just in the story of the Tower of Babel, which is only about 100 years after the so-called flood.
Yeah. The Tower of Babel was 100 years after the flood. So all these civilizations just pop up. Like, fuck out of here. From 3 people and their wives, get the fuck out of here. Christianity is retarded.
There's a city size filled with people, and that people have become in the millions around the world at that time frame. But the Minoans were in existence, the Chinese dynasty. So this is just a bunch of bullshit. So
yeah, there's a whole bunch of bullshit unless Noah's Ark was a floating clone facility. We cloning animals and people, y'all. Like, Dad, what you doing? Bitch, I gotta clone you. We gotta form the new civilization. What? Yeah, what if Noah's Ark was a spaceship? All right, sons. I need you and your wives go down there and clone yourselves and populate in the name of our God, which is the commander-in-chief of this spaceship we call heaven. We're from the planet heaven. God, I hate Christianity. Great Sunday good service. Thank you. Thank you, Vata. We on the last video.
And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself.
Because the greatness is not negotiable.
Good journey, good vibration.
Good journey and vibrations. All right, we're on the last one. Salute, eyes wide shut.
Can feel it. I've got that look in my eye when it's time
It's
for
from the
a new
Mind Shift channel
series. And I don't have a good name for this one yet. I'm thinking either sacred versus secular, something like that. But there are these words that are so often overtaken or straight up stolen by religion that people outside of religion seem to avoid or we get distanced from in some way. I'm thinking words like forgiveness, which is one that came up on a previous episode, but purpose, morality,
Salute,
truth,
eyes wide shut.
suffering, redemption, even faith, obedience, community, and freedom, and so many more. And what I want to do in this series is take just one word. We'll go ahead and start with forgiveness and explore it both biblically and then also secularly. Because to me, all of these...
I hate that word forgiveness because in a secular world, now that we're not Christian no more, every time we hear the word forgiveness, it leads back to Christianity. But at the end of the day, we love Christianity and that fake forgiveness so we can have a better life, to get away from the people that we supposed to be so-called forgiving. My mother ruined my goddamn life. Place to place, house to house, shelter to shelter, abando to abando, stand with people to stand with people. I do not forgive and I do not forget that. But they expect me to. You gotta forgive. You gotta forget. No, the fuck I don't. That shit ruined my fucking life. And I gotta motherfucking work 3 times, 4 times as harder to create a better one, when it's your parents' job to make sure you have a good foundation. But when you're born with a narcissistic parent or abusive, neglectful parent, or a parent that's stupid, selfish, and stubborn and on crack, then you're not going to have that good life. And no matter how many members in your family is there to fucking help, they're not going to fucking help. They wait when shit all crumbles. But the motherfucker finally get evicted and the motherfucking family show up. Moms don't even want to say shit to nobody. I'm like, did you call anybody? Yeah, I don't want to call and embarrass myself. I'm evicted again. I'm so stupid. I'm the only motherfucker that said you're stupid, Ma, for still doing the same shit. And when I was being nice, when I was being calm, cool, and collected, you know what she told me? Don't tell me how to spend my money. You're not my daddy. Go home. Cool. Fuck you. So now when shit blows up in your face, I'm yelling and screaming. And I'm gonna never forget what my uncle told me. Even I'm talking about like right before my uncle died. Right before my uncle died. You know what I'm saying? But you know, back when he was still walking and shit. This was, you know, like in the summer of last year. Like he was still walking. What's crazy is the summer of last year he was cool, but died that November. It's like, what the fuck? I blame the hospitals. I blame whatever the fuck he took. Like the injection shit. But what he told me that my mama said, it's just like it shows that my mama is still stupid in death. She said, the only reason why she ain't listen to you, Jesse, is because the way you talk to her. Really? The way I talk to her. The way I talked to her kept her from actually. Oh, okay. So talking nice didn't get nowhere, but like when I'm yelling and screaming it was still a problem. So basically, she was not going to listen to me regardless. She wanted to be homeless. She wanted to die. And my little brother egged it on. That's why I'm going to kill that motherfucker.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Come and get this abando. Don't listen to Jesse. Jesse wants us to live good. We want to live horrible so we can keep all of our money in our pocket and dodge police. When they come and kick us out, oh well, don't know where to go. But let's go to another abando, Ma. And my sister, older sister, the oldest, following behind Mama, and I bid tell Terry, we got to work together. Let's get us in place. If Mama and James want to stay in this shit, fuck them. Wait, no, Terry looking at me like, I'm scared like Mama's going to beat your ass or hurt you or something. That's fear. So now, man, it's a wrap. Fuck forgiveness. I don't forgive and I don't forget. Fuck you drug addict hoes too. Because my mama was a fucking drug addict also. Want to be stupid, selfish, and stubborn? Want to be dumb? Cool. Be dumb. OD. Die. If you got a partner, hope y'all die together. Stop making your kids suffer. Fucking bitch. Fuck forgiveness.
Words, all of these feelings.
And then they talk about obedience. Fuck obedience. They say, honor thy mother, thy father. What if your mother and father are a bunch of fucking crackheads? What if your mother and father is a bunch of narcissists? Stupid, selfish, and stubborn motherfuckers that self-sabotage your life. You got to be obedient to that?
Or abuse?
Fuck that.
Fuck all that.
Fuck forgiveness. Fuck obedience. Parents are supposed to set a good foundation for their children, and they're not doing it. Let's go.
These concepts are human concepts first, and then they break down into categories like religious. So in an effort to take these words back and separate them from their religious claims, I thought this series would be interesting. Many people were taught and only taught forgiveness as a Christian virtue, a divine command, almost a sacrament of the heart. So when they leave Christianity, sometimes they can reject that entirely. Sometimes they see the errors truly in the biblical worldview version of this concept, forgiveness. And so it becomes almost a negative to them. They don't owe forgiveness to anybody. That was a command Jesus gave them. That's not true of the world. Or sometimes they can even feel guilty that they can't approach it in the same way that they used to. And I'm here to squash all of that. Christianity did not invent forgiveness. We as humans have always needed ways to deal with betrayal, resentment, repair, anger, and social cohesion long before Christianity came on the scene. There are some interesting Christian ideas about forgiveness, and there are some horrific Christian ideas about forgiveness. So I'm excited to look at forgiveness from a psychological or human process, rather than the supernatural obligation that so many of us know it as. Let me read you just a couple verses. We could go deeper, but I don't want this to be a Bible study on forgiveness. I want to talk about the concept at large, but here's a couple I pulled. Matthew 6:14-15. For if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. So here we have forgiveness being conditional, which already taints it. Forgiveness, if such a thing does exist in any form, needs to be something completely voluntary from the individual for it to have meaning, just like love. When these things are conditional, forgive to be forgiven, love to be loved, or love to be saved from the horrible thing your God will do to you if you do not, it loses any meaning that it had. Exactly. This is the first reason that the biblical version of forgiveness has to be wrong. Additionally, in Mark 11:25, whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father in heaven may also forgive your trespasses. So again, just backing this up. New Testament forgiveness has to do with your standing before God. So much for the healing aspect that we as humans psychologically get when we choose to forgive others. It boils down biblically to spiritual compliance. Let me read you a couple more that showed in a different light. Matthew 18:21-22. Then Peter came and said to him, Lord, if my brother or sister sins against me, how often should I forgive? As many as 7 times? Jesus said to him, not 7 times, but I tell you, 77 times. And then in Colossians 3:13 and Ephesians 4:32, we see similar commands to forgive because God forgave you. First of all, this God could do with a bit of taking his own advice. The very first chance biblically we get to see this God have a chance to forgive. He doesn't. He lays upon all people, even the ones not born yet, generations that would happen thousands of years later in the biblical worldview, the opposite of forgiveness. Curse. And the craziest curses, the most harmful curses of all, the curses of death and toil and submission and pain, and also original sin. Someone put in my comments the other day, the best tweak to a verse would be John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he forgave them. Just straight up. Not conditional in you believing or doing the right thing. Just a side note of the hypocrisy of this God, who should be, if he's perfect, our perfect example of what forgiveness looks like, and yet is asking more of us mere mortals to always forgive, is what this verse means. And that is where a lot of the pushback came from when I talked about a secular version of forgiveness in a past video. And I agree. I do not think everyone should have to forgive everyone who has ever wronged them. I talked about the power of forgiveness secularly, to let go of resentment as a gift that you give yourself, not something you're bestowing to another person. I am with you. This is unhealthy. You do not owe forgiveness. But that's what the Bible would have you believe. And again, it's tied into some Christian value. Jesus said to forgive. So if you are not forgiving, you are bad. What a horrendous concept. We also see the
Exactly. If I don't forgive, I am bad. You gotta forgive. You gotta let it go. I don't have to forgive. I don't have to let shit go. Nigga, you hurt me mentally, physically, emotionally. Bitch, fuck you. Die. But it seems like these evil motherfuckers get to live longer while they ruin people's lives. The good die young. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's best to get the fuck away from motherfuckers that harm you. Like, it's fucking simple. It's fucking simple. But you know what it is? Motherfuckers got nowhere to go. Where can they go? This is why you need to build a community with people with heads on their shoulders, like-minded, just like you. You need to form a community. Real quick. Get the fuck away from these crazy-ass, bitch-ass, pussy-ass, faggot-ass, brainwashed-ass, dumb-ass, abusive-ass, neglectful-ass, unforgiving-ass Christians. Because they don't forgive you for saying you don't believe, but expect you to forgive them for talking shit to you any kind of way. Be the Christian ass. Fuck these Christians.
Of course, you've probably seen the same videos I have. Young girls dragged up in front of a congregation and told to forgive their pastor that sexually assaulted them. That is insanity. Moralizing forgiveness as a duty of being a believer robs it of all possible meaning and benefit. And then even for those who are smart enough to see the difference still within the faith, what a mess for them internally. What if they've forgiven because that's what's expected of them, but they still feel angry? Did they really forgive? Is God pleased with them? Is God going to be able to forgive them? What if they just can't forgive something horrendous that has been done to them? Now they're the one carrying around sin, while this person who did the actual offense is scot-free because they said the magic words? And of course people feel this way because we know forgiveness is not a switch. Research commonly divides forgiveness into 2 categories. Decision forgiveness. Yes, I am going to forgive you. From emotional forgiveness, kind of your feelings, your emotions, your nervous system catching up in real time to the decision you've made. This is a distinction between many emotions, by the way. And if we see how forgiveness practically plays itself out in a lot of Christian situations, it looks a lot less like a heart posture and more like, hey, forgive them as in stop bringing that thing up. It's time to restore the relationship. You need to trust them again. You need to move on from your hurt.
No, you can't move on if the motherfucker that you so-called forgave still doing the same shit.
Salute, low key.
Motherfucker always saying, I'm sorry, I apologize. You're like, I forgive you, man. Then they go back and do the most worst shit. Low key. They real true apology shows in their action. If they're trying to change who they are, for example, if a bitch is on fucking drugs and she ruined her fucking life, your apology, okay, I semi-accept or probably accept fully, but to see the apology really truly unfold is your actions, bitch. You should not be smoking crack, shooting heroin, sniffing coke,
Slipping glue.
But most of y'all bitches are functional addicts. Soon to relapse real soon and fuck up a relationship. Don't give a fuck. Y'all rather be alone anyway. If y'all with somebody, that motherfucker gotta be smoking that shit too. Hope y'all OD together. Real shit. Hope y'all OD together. But a real shit, don't no real man want an addict and don't no real woman want an addict either. Vice versa. Smoke that crack by yourself. You stupid, dumb bitch or dumb motherfucker. For real, for real. Don't nobody want a real addict. You could be a functional one, but as soon as you so-called relapse after like a semi-argument, shit that you blew out of fucking proportion, you going back to crack. You going back to drinking, or you going back to gamble, or you going back to do some other shit because you claim you're strong, but you're not strong at all. You're stupid. You're just a functional addict. That's it. At any point in time, you can slip up and you can make some small ass reason why you want to be alone. Cool. Be alone. Because at the end of the day, that's what you motherfuckers want to do anyway. Be alone. Be alone with your crack. Be alone with whatever you fucking with. Stupid motherfuckers. And no, I don't forgive you. For ruining my life or for hurting me. Don't forgive you.
Make this awkward. Gosh, it's so gross I could barf. But again, forgiveness and reconciliation are two distinct happenings. Reconciliation is the other side of the coin, and that should not be mandatory in any way. Not that forgiveness should, by the way, either. But if we're separating the two, oh my gosh, this is reserved for if and when, and if it's healthy, and if it serves you, and if the other person is, have we talked about this, actually sorry, has given you any reason to believe that things could be different, or that they even understand your pain, or what they did was...
Yeah, reconciliation, that means you stop fucking with the drugs. You see them like actually acknowledging the situation, like being understanding, being different, like it's like changing their character. Have you ever seen a person not on drugs before, like when they used to be on drugs? It's a whole complete 180. It's a whole complete fucking 360, full change. It's a full change. Their skin look clearer, their spirit is up. You know what I'm saying? And they control their motherfucking emotions now. They walk with a new higher spirit. They walk with a great light. Fuck a drug addict bitch. And dumbass drug addict niggas. Because these motherfuckers will steal from you, kill you, be all emotional, ups and downs, end relationships abruptly. You don't know what the fuck going on. But you care if she alive or not. But at the end of the day, man, good luck. That's all I gotta say.
Wrong. How could one ever truly forgive or reconcile with another party that isn't at that place? But let's just talk about forgiveness at large. I'm going to read you a definition from the APA, the American Psychological Association on Forgiveness.
Those are like some rooms.
Forgiveness is a human option for reducing resentment and revenge after a real wrong without
like
denying the wrong, erasing accountability, or requiring renewed closeness. I love this. I could have sat down for 5 years and not come up with a better definition. This lets us make several important distinctions. Here's what forgiveness is not. It's not excusing. It's not forgetting. It's not minimizing. It's not trusting again. It is not reconciliation. It's not abandoning justice. It's not suppressing anger. And it's not pretending that you are fine. Here's what it may be. It may be releasing obsessive revenge, loosening the grip of bitterness, refusing to let some kind of injury, physical, spiritual, emotional, define your entire life or your inner life. It may just be making peace with the fact that wrong or harm has happened, a form of acceptance. Again, not condoning. But
yes, I accept the fact that my parents ain't shit, my brother ain't shit, and my cousin ain't shit. Kill their ass if you come back over here. I accept the fact that I might have to get locked up for fucking these people up for coming over here when I told them not to. You're coming over here to test me and see if I'm cool. No, bitch, you're not cool. Be happy I don't shoot through the fucking door. But anyway, I digress. Because motherfuckers already know. There is no forgiveness. I don't forgive. I don't forget. Stay the fuck away from me. Now, with that goes, out of sight, out of mind, right? If it's out of sight, out of mind, I don't got a motherfucker even think about the shit or talk about the shit unless the shit gets brought up. But when you speak from a place of healing, like me,
or clarity,
from a place of healing, you still angry about the shit. Yeah. You would, shit, you would too. If your brothers and cousins and mother is stealing from you, dismissing your feelings when you try to have a better life for everybody, you'll be motherfuckers still mad too. Shit. Fuck my baby mama for getting me locked up for no reason. Yep. Why you bring that up? Shit, I don't know. I just want to add it to the motherfucking pile. Speaking from healing. You feel me? I call it aggressive healing. Because you got to be aggressive with your emotions, because your emotions come at you like a ton of fucking bricks. You got to be like, oh shit, I feel a sudden wave of sadness. Let me sit down real quick and start crying. Let me cry this shit out before I leave. Oh shit, I got a sudden rage of anger. Oh shit, let me calm down, sit down and talk it out, laugh it out before, before I go out here and fuck somebody up. Oh shit, I got a sudden rush of greed. Let me not buy a lottery ticket and let me not go to a casino. Oh shit, a badass chick just walked past. Oh shit, let me calm down and try not to ask her for her number because I have a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Control your emotions. It's that fucking simple and easy. Well, to people that know who the fuck they are, most motherfuckers don't know who the fuck they are. That's why they run it behind Christianity, so they can tell you who you are. You are a Christian that believes in God, and when you die, you go to heaven. Don't lean on your own understanding. Just follow me. Fuck that. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Accepting, hey, this is reality. This thing happened. Moving past denial and a choice. It may just be as simple as a choice not to keep reliving this thing that has harmed you, this event that has occurred. I'm going to link a meta-analysis on intervention studies on forgiveness, where I'm getting some of this information, but I want to give you some of the data points, because from multiple studies and lines of research, we see the same thing. There's a consistent association between forgiveness and improved mental health. Outcomes including lower anger, lower anxiety, depression, stress, hostility, along with better relational and emotional well-being. That sounds like a positive. It doesn't mean you have to forgive. It doesn't mean you always should forgive. It means if you can, under the right scope of what this definition is, there are positive things to gain from it. Some sources also reported physical health benefits, lower blood pressure, the ability to sleep better, and lower cardiovascular stress markers. Forgiveness interventions in counseling settings also show positive outcomes, especially process-based, and that's where secular counseling can really come in handy. Again, I need to drop that word, counseling. It's Christian counseling that has overtaken and uses Bible verses about what God expects us to do, and that will correlate
to a real counselor.
Peace that surpasses all understanding. What nonsense. Forgiveness can be beneficial if it's not commanded and if it's more than just a slogan. Now let me get to some important nuance. This is one that is going to divide the camp, especially because there are still many Christians listening and you can't get past the obedience commands that your Christ has given you.
Yeah,
but hear me on this.
Because your bitch ass Christ say slaves obey your earthly masters. That right there should end it. Slaves obey your earthly masters. Calling you a slave. Your earthly masters is the government. Yeah, and you Christians love your Trump. You Christians love your Biden. You Christians love all these motherfucking politics that's killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. But just like the niggas selling that robot shows, oh shit, like if I get killed by robots, at least we got Jesus. At least you get to go see Jesus. So like you're not gonna fight back? Y'all some pussies. Y'all are just like what the movies say. You know, like when the attack happens with aliens or demons or whatever to happen, y'all the ones running in the streets with your heads cut off. But like at the same time, got your phones out on some speculatory shit. Oh my God, I'm going viral, y'all. Some crazy shit going on downtown. And then some boom happened, and now your ass is running. Oh my God, this is crazy. Everybody and their mama running with their cell phone, not focusing on trying to run properly and not trip over nobody. But yeah, y'all the people that's stupid. NPCs. Y'all remember the movie Independence Day? When the aliens was here and shit? You saw the group of people go up to the top of the fucking building and be like, yeah, we're going to greet y'all. Motherfucker had the sign like, send me home, take me home. Where's Elvis and shit? When that blue light came and they saw that shit, that motherfucking beam came down and blew that building the fuck up everywhere. Everywhere. Man, Empire State, whatever that building was that was in Vegas, whatever the building was that was all over the place, the White House is the best shot. Blowing up the White House and that helicopters flying past and got hit too, that shit was awesome.
That shit was awesome.
Forgiveness is not always necessary. There are many trauma-informed clinicians that have stated after conclusive studies that forgiveness is not always required for healing. And I want to make that point abundantly clear. I'm talking about some things that have been beneficial in my own life. This is anecdotal. I'm talking about the overall well-being of the average of patients who have gone through forgiveness-based counseling sessions. But especially where abuse or coercion or power imbalance is involved, pressuring survivors to forgive in any sense of the word can redirect attention away from safety, anger, accountability. That doesn't also make forgiveness bad. It's almost like it makes it something that is individual and situational, like so many other parts of what it is to be human. What it means to me is that forgiveness is elective, again, contextual, and deeply personal. I'm not here telling you, you must forgive. I don't know you. I don't know your situation. I don't know what harm you've been through. I don't know where you're at. And I'm not any kind of licensed therapist. I'm showing you both sides as honestly as I know how. In some cases, it helps enormously. In other cases, the better path or first path might be grief, boundaries, anger, the seeking of justice, accountability, distance, or simply telling the truth. See, I think Peter was asking the wrong question about how many times should I forgive? The better question is, what would healing actually require here? And when I hear this touted that Jesus is some ethical genius and that he came to totally turn everything upside down and on its head with these radical ideas about love and forgiveness, when you dig into them, and that's what we're going to do in this series, something that sounds nice if you don't think about it at all, like always forgive, is crushingly harmful. When 15 minutes of nuance and discussion has already shown a better path? Come on. So quickly, let's put this up on the screen here. We'll talk about biblical or Christian forgiveness versus secular forgiveness, for lack of a better term for right now. On the Christian side, forgiveness is grounded in God's commands. It's required for you to receive his forgiveness. So now it can't be freely given. It's idealized as limitless and needing to be continual. It blurs into reconciliation when it is not the same at all. It produces guilt if there's still anger present. And then you go as far as, when you think this isn't part of the list, but you go as far as to think Jesus, when he moves things from the physical into thought crime, if you still have anger for your brother, it's the same as murder. That's what unforgiveness is.
Yeah, you still got anger for your brother that fucked you over? That's a murderer. Well, I'll be that murderer, because I'm going to murder that motherfucker for real if he pop back up, allegedly. Nigga, you disrespect me in my fucking home, you stole from me, dog, and you motherfucking, like, keep on motherfucker talking about you got these bandos, but you really don't even own shit, claiming you do. You out here motherfucking out here in dope houses, getting raided in the bandos and staying with good for nothing bitches that's fucking drunken crackheads just like your stupid ass. Oh yeah, bitch. Come back over here and watch what the fuck happened to you. And my fucking cousin. Last thing you did was steal bread that you were supposed to give to my fucking grandma. You stupid bitch. And what's crazy is right after you did that stupid ass shit, your dad died. My uncle. Yeah. I bet he didn't even know that you did that shit. I bet he probably motherfucker still eating the regret right now. Motherfucker keep calling my phone. Bitch, stop calling me. What the fuck you want? Nigga, go get a job. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened, but you always managed to get a job. Why you ain't working now? Everybody in the family just told your ass, you fuck with grandma, we gonna fuck you up. See, I'm not the only one that said that I was gonna fuck my cousin up. I got 3 other cousins ready to fuck that nigga up the moment he fuck up over there. You know where my grandma at. We ready to fuck that nigga up. Now you don't got your daddy to save you now. When that bitch nigga was living with me,
Christ,
whenever
what's
I
up,
kicked him
Bubba
out, whenever
Clark?
that nigga act up, this nigga used to go outside, call my uncle, call his dad. But, yo, man, dog, just you tripping, dog. I think I fucked up. Yeah, nigga, stop. I guarantee you this. I could call my grandma right motherfucking now and ask her, do little Zoran be rapping and talking to herself all through the middle of the night, grandma? If she say no, I'm gonna tell you this. This motherfucker did that shit over here for 6 months straight, like I was housing a mental patient. Which lets me know that he was trying to get me to act up and kill this bitch ass. But no, motherfuckers taking kindness for weakness. But now, oh nigga, there is no games. Come back over here and watch you die.
In the Bible, the sin of murder. What in the world? And clearly it is not the same at all. It produces guilt if there's still anger present. And then you go as far as, when you think this isn't part of the list, but you go as far as to think Jesus, when he moves things from the physical into thought crime, if you still have anger for your brother, it's the same as murder. That's what unforgiveness is in the Bible. The sin of murder. What in the world? And clearly it can be used institutionally to preserve authority and suppress conflict. Secular forgiveness is grounded in human well-being, social repair, and emotional freedom. It's optional, not part of working out your salvation. It does not require forgetting. Even like that is, when God's talking about how he forgives, he can't remember. Our sins to him are as far as the east is from the west. No, we should not link forgiveness with forgetting. That's a recipe for more harm. It shouldn't be on par with excusing the behavior or having to trust that person again. It can coexist with boundaries and justice and legal action and even estrangement. It's gradual and process-based, not immediate and decision-based. And it aims at truth and puts healing over obedience. How much more clear can we make it that not only is the Bible inept at matters of emotional intelligence, but that it's straight up actually reversing, going backwards, leading into more harm. My goodness. So just remember, forgiveness is older than Christianity because injury is older than Christianity. Religion didn't invent forgiveness, it just theologized it. You don't need God and his presence in your life to be able to forgive people if that's the right decision for you. You need clarity about what forgiveness is and who it's for and when to utilize it as a tool, because that's what it is, a tool, not a command. And most importantly, leaving Christianity does not mean you have to leave these things behind, like forgiveness and all of the other concepts we're going to cover. What it does mean is you probably need to recover them from theology. And that's what this series is aiming to do. And I need to reiterate, none of this is to say that you, as someone who has been hurt, should go and forgive to be better. Wrong. Hear me loud and clear. But here's a tool that can help sometimes in some situations that only you can know, not me. And I don't want it to be left out of your arsenal just because Christianity destroyed it. That's what I'm trying to get across. When I get to do episodes like this, and I know I get to directly help reframe and reconnect these things that Christianity truly stole from us as humans, this is as on point with my channel as I can be. Thank you to my top tiers of support.
Yep. See, now the goal was to not hate the word. And I'm glad I listened to Mind Shift. He was like, when I first started the Sunday service, I was covering his videos first, before I came across, Deconstructed Christianity. And then Devontae Lamar. I need some more Devontae Lamar videos. Like, that's the ex-pastor. And damn, I still need to do Ray Haggins. I got to do Ray Haggins. Pause. Yeah, because like Ray Haggins an ex-pastor too. And plus he was an ex-pastor for 30 plus years. And I love his lectures about Paul. Like how you say like most Christians are mostly Paulinian Christians, but they don't want to go down that route. But I would have to play the video from Ray Haggins to explain more. But it's basically like Paul was a stupid ass. And it was like, it's like, how can I put it? Do whatever the fuck you want, long as you believe at the end of the day. Your mustard seed of faith will motherfucker keep you safe. Just make sure you repent type shit. Do whatever you want. Type shit. You know what I'm saying, man? But like Ray Haggins would explain it a lot better. Yep, let your conscience be your guide. I use it in my voice because my mother was the crackhead that ruined my life. Let my conscience be my guide in my voice. For I'm the God of wind, storms, and fire. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody though. What's good? What's good? Um, that was the last video on that, but I kind of wanted to play something else. Dr. Ray Haggard's the Pan African. Yeah, Ray Haggard's has some cool lectures. I'm surprised he's still doing this thing. He even singing with his old ass. I'm like, oh shit. I don't mean like old in the bad way, but dude still got it. He even got albums, I think. But yeah, like when I came across Ray Haggard's, I thought it was some, like some real cool shit. And it's cool to hear like an ex-pastor for 30 plus years finally come to reality and be like, man, I've been telling people lies. So I'm gonna devote the rest of my life to giving you the truth. And yes, it is Pan-African. Yeah. I listen to Kwame Ture, aka the revolutionary Stokely Carmichael. Also like he got me hip to the connection between the Africans and the Seminoles. But those were the later lectures. I like the early lectures with the revolution shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a revolutionary to the day I die. But yeah, shout out to Stokely Carmichael too. And but like Ray Haggins, it's just something about it. It's just something about Ray Haggins. It's like shit. I'm in church. But like dude been doing it for 30 plus years. He got the pastor swag. So like, like now it's, giving us truth now. So I'm like, cool. And like Durante Lamar, he's a young ex-pastor, and and it feels like, I'm in class learning something. Like he give off a professor vibe. You know what I'm saying? What about Stephen Darby? I heard of Stephen Darby. I need to check him out. Let me write his name down. Fuck my ink pen at. Here we go. Stephen Darby. I'm gonna check him out. Shouts out to Soul Sister. Jackie Brown. Oh shit, it's been a minute. I ain't got my glasses on, so like all I saw was Soul Sister, but I ain't read the whole thing. But yeah, shout out to Jackie Brown. What's good? But me, I'm Hurykane. I'm the god of wind, storms, and fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm known by the Tainos and the Mayans and the Arawak people. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
We delve into the stormy realm of Hurykane. Let's first set the stage with the Taino, the indigenous people of the Caribbean. Flourishing in what is now Puerto Rico, Cuba, Jamaica, and parts of the Bahamas and the Lesser Antilles, the Taino civilization was rich in culture and beliefs. Their world was a tapestry woven with myths and legends, each thread a story of gods and spirits that shaped their understanding of the universe. The Taino pantheon was diverse, with deities governing various aspects of life and nature. At the pinnacle was Yukahu, the god of cassava and the sea, and his mother Atabe, the goddess of fresh water and fertility. These gods, along with others like by Brahma, the god of healing, and Gwabensex, the fierce goddess of wind and storms, who is often associated with Hurykane, painted a vivid picture of the Taino's spiritual world. Hurykane, often intertwined with Gwabensex, was not just a deity in the Taino mythology but an embodiment of nature's untamed fury. His name, derived from the Taino word for hurricane, Hurykane, echoes through modern languages, a testament to his enduring legacy. Hurykane was more than a god, he was the hurricane itself, the swirling chaos, the howling winds, and the relentless rain.
Yeah.
In Taino lore, hurricanes were seen as the manifestation of Hurikane's wrath, a reminder of his immense power and the respect he commanded. These storms, while destructive, were also viewed as a natural part of life, a cycle of destruction and renewal that was essential to the balance of the natural world. To understand Hurykane is to understand the duality of nature's power, its ability to both give and take away. The Taino saw hurricanes as a necessary evil, a way for the earth to express its might and rejuvenate itself. Hurikane's role was thus not just one of destruction, but also of cleansing and renewal. After the storms, the sun would return, the soil would be fertile, and life would begin anew. This duality is central to many ancient mythologies, where gods of destruction are also seen as agents of change and growth.
That's right.
In this light, Hurykane was not only feared but also respected and revered as a crucial aspect of the natural order. The myth of Hurykane has transcended time, permeating contemporary culture in various ways. The term hurricane, used globally today, is a direct linguistic descendant of Hurikane's name. This etymological link serves as a reminder of the lasting impact of the Taino civilization and their beliefs.
Salute enemies
Moreover,
public.
in the face of increasing climate change and the resulting intensification of hurricanes, Hurikane's tale is more relevant than ever. It reminds us of the respect and caution we must maintain towards nature's power. Hurykane, in this context, becomes a symbol of the natural world's unpredictability and the importance of harmony with our environment. Hurikane's influence extends beyond mythology and into the realms of art and literature.
And music.
Artists and writers have often drawn inspiration from this formidable deity, portraying him in various forms, from a fierce warrior commanding the winds to a wise figure symbolizing the cycle of life and death. In literature, Hurykane has been a muse for poets and storytellers, embodying themes of struggle, resilience, and the awe-inspiring power of nature. His character serves as a powerful metaphor for the trials and tribulations faced by individuals and communities, mirroring the human experience of confronting and overcoming life's storms.
And that's how I got my name, Hurykane, before I even knew about its origin. I am the storm.
To fully grasp the essence of Hurykane, one must delve into the spiritual beliefs of the Taino people. They perceive the world around them as imbued with the spirits of nature, a concept known as animism. This belief system painted a world where every tree, river, and stone was alive and pulsating with energy. In this animistic worldview, Hurykane was not just a mythological figure but a real and present force. The Taino rituals and ceremonies often sought to appease or communicate with such forces, highlighting their deep connection and respect for the natural world. The legacy of Hurykane is particularly palpable in the Caribbean, where his story is interwoven with the region's identity. The Caribbean islands, often in the path of hurricanes, have a unique relationship with these storms. Hurykane, therefore, is not just a relic of the past, but a living part of the Caribbean's cultural fabric. Festivals, music, and folklore in the region often pay homage to the power of hurricanes and, by extension, to Hurykane. This reverence speaks to the resilience of the Caribbean people who have learned to live with and adapt to the whims of nature, much like their Taino ancestors. The story of Hurykane transcends the Caribbean, resonating with people across the world. It serves as a universal symbol of nature's fury, reminding us of the awe and respect that the natural world commands. In an age where natural disasters are increasingly common, Hurrykane's tale is a poignant reminder of our vulnerability and the need for environmental stewardship. As we conclude our journey through the tempestuous realm of Hurykane, we are left with a profound respect for this ancient deity. From the Taino shores of the Caribbean to the far reaches of the globe, Hurrykane's legacy is a timeless reminder of the power and majesty of nature. It teaches us about resilience, respect, and the ever-present cycle of destruction and renewal. In the heart of every storm, in the howling winds and the pouring rain, the spirit of Hurykane lives on, a testament to the enduring power of myth and the unyielding strength of nature. Remember, in the dance of the winds and the roar of the waves, Hurrykane's legacy continues to unfold, a saga as eternal as the sea itself. Did you know?
Did you know?
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
There's songs in my name. Shouts out to the Arawak people as we march against this fucking government. We will chant this song. My name.
Hurricane is storming up today. Hurricane will blow you away.
I get chills hearing this song.
We will march in thunder and in rain. You will never stop a hurricane.
This is a good song right here. What's going on?
Hear the wind, the thunder and the rain. Hear our mighty thundering refrain. We will never stop or fear no pain. You will never stop a hurricane. Hurricane, be wary of the name. Oh, the God of storm and wind and flame. Hear us our thundering refrain. You will never stop a hurricane.
That's right. That's from the Arawak people. Songs in my name.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Who am I?
Hurykane 313.
Worldwide exclusive. Shouts out to everybody. Gotta get up out of here in a minute. We're gonna play a couple more songs after this.
Hurykane 313.
I am the God in human form.
God of storms.
Feels good to be back.
Riding out in this bitch. All you haters ain't shit. Dealing with fast lyrics, slow lyrics. These bullets don't miss. But long I worry about vibes. I worry about rhymes. So I gotta go round and tone it down. I think I'm losing my mind. So I'm about to go ham. Say it motherfucker 1,000 times. When I send you with 1,000 eyes, been prophesized. That I'm gonna organize a revolution, never ride for life. 5 eyes, the homicide. Every time I've been official, gonna motherfucker die to die. Y'all think I'm out of mind, but I'm the god of storms. I do this shit all the time. God of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the
Spark up your frankincense.
bow down to the
Because we ain't got no
all praise to
frankincense.
the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storm. Trying to devastate, trying to go faster with up the brakes. Going at a pace you would never trace. Here come the impact you would never brace. Better vacate from the pace, okay? The bay got my AK, but it's spray today. Revolutionary lyrics that pave the way. From a rebel stuff through best spray your face. League today, replicate. They gotta kill the government to manipulate. I'm pulling up like hidden blade. Walking up on that fed, this dog get a stiff today. Little revolutionary today, but niggas is scared. Grab the gun, I'm getting prepared. All you haters, you better be red. Get prepared, cause the storm right here. God of storms, bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the all praise to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the time I be the spark of the frankincense. We ain't giving this bitch with no frankincense. Revolutionary of the day commits. So we going all out before the day we spin. They got many drones cause I pay for clips. They watching everything on some major shit. They poison water, poison food, chemtrails in the air, they spraying shit. CDC, they making shit. Black Rock Pelletier, they taking shit. Trying to see the people big to the gay the bitch. Trying to great hurricane, take a state to miss. Trying to rise up and raise the fist. Who bullet with me, let's take the trip. Shooting at the government and make it flip. Bitch, trying to fill the world with amazing hits. God of storms, bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the all praise to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the all praise to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the all praise to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms.
Bow down to the god of storms. Pay homage to the ancestors. Now let's go. Where that band at? Turn it up. Shouts out to everybody for coming to the Hurykane and Night Trap this church.
Hurykane 313.
This a breath of the ancestors. With this time my heart, you get your head severed. Creep up in the building, get the fair records. My Beretta was gold plated with a suppressor. Feel the pressure of heavy rates, nothing lesser. I'm the god of storms, I control the weather. So clever, you fools should know better. When I come through better until the storm shelter. Flow better, hip hop is forever. We take the government down, we write no letters. Take hold of the crime, we make the throne better. I turn this whole world until it come like people, simple people pack the pistols, the population of evil tremble. I resemble the revolution, no ancient temples. Haters better watch your tone or they get dismembered. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. Cracking bottles overhead to make them wobble. Don't like the TV show, nigga, just change the channel. Genocidal, these lyrics might hold the title. Carry Bibles, my goons, they carry rifles. Very tribal, sometimes we very primal. 8 or 15, I'm killing every rival. They say it's mediocre, cut you up into pieces and leave your body parts inside your easy sofa. Be the soldier, you see my soldiers, they creeping over. Parkour type shit, you see us sleeping over. Drop your chain, you understand, you catching hands. Kick your ass through the van, I think you dead, man. Fuck a fizzle, the fragile fickle. Feel like I got a blast at the devil, the quicker than anybody, nigga. Split your body apart and throw you in the river. This the revolution, you gotta deal with us. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed.
How are you doing 1 through 10?
Blessed. The Empire. Shouts out to Low Key from Jersey. Shouts out to everybody at the Hurykane and Night Trap. This Chuck. We in this bitch. We got 2 more songs left. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
I am the purge. Purification, my soul on fire. I'm burning an urge. Fuck the demiurge. My ashes scattered through the universe. Fuck a urn. I am the blessing and I am the curse. I'm divine love when you hate this earth. I am the wordsmith, never play with my words. I am the angel you saw in church and the reaper driving your hearse. I'm the archon hiding in your mind. Yeah, this shit is absurd. I'm every suicidal thought. I'm why your ass on the verge. I'm the kingdom of heaven, Zion, Pleroma, Nirvana, bitch, whatever you heard. I'm the shepherd and the herd. I'm your favorite strain in hell to earth. I'm joy, I'm hurt, I'm gold, I'm dirt. I'm the motherfucker standing in the mirror looking back at you, looking down on your own self-worth. I am your shadow, eternal battle. Let me out the cage, I wanna go berserk. I'm every true seeker ever birthed. I'm really dog in reverse. I'm really dog in reverse. Manifest. I'm really God. I'm every fear you gon' die with. God body. I'm every dream you hold hostage. God body. I created the chains, then escaped the bondage. I am abundance, I'm the source your soul been trying to get one with. I'm the demon in your cup. Find me at every function. I'm the nigga that you love, and I'm that nigga you don't fuck with. I'm every incarnation, I'm every starved nation. Half God, half Satan. I am the yin and the yang. I had to hold my own hand. When I was walking through the flames, I am free will. Freely to earth I came. Bury me in a Ferrari. Bad bitch crying over my remains. I am the shaman that conquer pain. I'm Christ consciousness. I get crucified every day. I'm that targeted individual sending gang stalkers to an early grave. Yeah, I'm every sunrise you ever gazed. I'm the collective at every phase. I'm the ancestors reminding you that we still slaves. I'm the bullet in the chamber. Real nigga finna crash out on the break. I had an epiphany, you know what that mean? I used to pray and pray and pray and pray. The devil a lie, all this time God was living in me. With the creator, I've been in sync. Cold water running, my Glock on the sink. I disappeared for a whole 100 weeks. Died 100 times, I never weep. I had a dream when I was asleep. It was just me, my brother, my niece, my wife, my daughter in Greece. That was the last time I felt peace. I am the purge, purification, my soul. I am the purge, purification, my soul released.
Shouts out to Low Key from Jersey. Now let me take you to Detroit. The Empire.
Hurykane 313.
The storm is here. Hurykane beat thy name.
Hurykane 313.
Let's go.
Meditate meditate just to ease my mind. Mind over matter, bitch, as I speed through time. Time doesn't exist, can you see the signs? Signs of the times, it is a dream of mine. Redesign worlds, I will be divine. I'm the god that the storms kill every time. Every time I spit a rhyme in this realm of mine. Calling our account, now you prepared to die. Metaphysical, critical, spiritual, lyrical, miracle. You pitiful and killable, motherfucker, despicable. I dare anybody that think they winning it. I got magic power, yo, and it's little this. Look at the benefits, turning the increments. While my light beams is playing some instruments. Death is infinite, feel the sentiment. Could have demigurge and save the innocent. Open the chakra, spiritual doctor. Full time whipping as soon as a pop up. Never gonna stop us, so you just watch us. Supernatural powers be determined to block up. Bitches get mopped up for fucking real shit. Elemental power be strung in the building. Metaphysical drill shit. You're gonna get killed quick. I'm the only guy they scared to deal with. Look at the monster coming through with the launch of destroy the universe. I'm ready to conquer, man. This is an honor. Going bonkers, ready to stop it. I'ma do the bitches worth of the contra. Man, I should get an Oscar, but this ain't a movie, ho. See the fucking fire coming straight from the studio. Bitch, I'm a warrior, hurting you, murder you, feeling euphoria. This motherfucker move up glorious. This is the soul rap, getting your dome crack. Got my light beam breaking out of the soul trap, taking my soul back. Hanging the mode now. You get the body bad and your bitches get so tagged. Singing the flow bang, your niggas ridiculous. 4 minute alchemist ready to kill quick. About to get spirit quick. It feel like a Goldberg. Hurykane coming destroying the whole world. Cosmo, lyrical honcho, every archon they about to get popo, doing it pronto. What is the time for? So another bitch, these stronger than time zone. Did the shadow work, did the inner work. Off the inner T, about to kick up through middle earth. Now you're feeling certain, this is the killer birds. Cause you fucking scared when you should've just went to church, bitch.
You already know. You already know. Let's go to number 2. And for number 2, we got a special guest.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
For number 2, we got a special guest. For the special guest, y'all should already know. Sing choir. Number 2, special guest. Twister.
With the effort, the elegance of a lyrical veteran, I'ma come with the medicine for the one to be heard or becoming sick of the garbage. You wanna hear the coldest, cause I be the boldest. With the fucking manure, it's like I'm on a computer when I begin to manipulate and maneuver because I'm off of the Buddha. Whenever you want to shoot it, I do it to make a nigga notice. Come and see how I wreck it. Take a peek at the method. Look how I come with the wreckage and I can bring an effect in the regular rhetoric. Etiquette of an art, the start, the part, the sea of dollars as I walk through it. As I fall through it, see me coming through the door. It's kinda like a finna go take a walk in the cathedral. I'm feeling like everybody is evil, so I'ma go look at a picture of Mary and talk to it.
Woo! You hear that choir? Tell them, Twist.
Come and unshackle the chains, attacking the game. I come at the lanes, it's after the flames. Spectacular aim when I shoot them all in the back of the brain. Then the scatter remains because I am provocative. I'm an apocalypse and I'm a rocket ship. Opposite and be opposition. Bet you never been through what I've been through unless you walk in my moccasin or been in my position. The craziest memory if you play me, it's gonna be alien energy, alien enemy. Maybe a mentally superior being over you with a devastating ability. Rating an entity such as me could be fuckery. What could be ugly, ugly. Luckily, if you fuck with me or somebody such as me, what to see is what I wouldn't have to go demonstrate or carry out publicly.
Woo! Hey, yo, Twister. You gotta take him home now.
I'ma dismember ya. I'm still a pimp with the limp and the smoking the hemp with the henny and any your rival among an immortal in order can get it, forget it, you fucking with an emperor. So check your temperature, because your flow is pathetic. It's just because I'm sympathetic, a medic is headed in your direction for checking to see if you able to be saved or dead. Because I was smoking on indica when I was in the cut. I'm an enigma, like Keith Murray, my speech flurries, and I speak dirty. The beat to eat, I'm worthy with the heat early. Don't be worried, I squeeze like the threes from Curry. I leave your vision blurry and kill him in a hurry, like I got the llama, a rider for all the drama inside. I'm left in the alley for his mama to find him. I get away even though I'm a designer.
Twist, put your hands together.
And I'm driven
Woo! Man, I love that motherfucking song. That song is the shit. Hell yeah, Greedy, you already know. Twister went in on that bitch. Like Keith Murray, my speech flurry. Screams like a threes from Curry. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you know, like that was number 2. That was a special guest.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Now we on number 1. We gotta get up out of here with the final song. We just took the government down with a bunch of rounds. Flood is over now.
Watch the sun as it peering out the clouds. Let it shine.
Let's go.
Flood is over now.
Hurricane just took the government down. Have to shut them down.
Flood is over now.
The flood is over, y'all.
The clouds. Let it shine down.
Flood is over, and I get up on the fucking boulder. Now my cup got running over. Till they get a Z, baby, come on over. Smoke with me, but the storm is over. No more government, the fuck is over. Hurricane has taken over. No more pain, weight on your shoulders. Kill Illuminati with the shotty, ho. You Templar niggas is high and slow. You 30 years, let your body blow. And the way family kick in your dough. I'm like Kratos with the God of War. I turn this world to a Ragnarok. Ain't scared, left blast the shot. Blast the cops, master clocks, revolution to the casket drop. Y'all niggas ain't ready for this. Hurricane just wait to clip. Y'all haters be ready to dip. I'm flipping the script. I could have been flipping the brick, but I'm checking off an enemy list. They get to be pissed, send them to the abyss. Coming with a fiery fist. Y'all bitches gon' turn to miss. Ring chain to the game, make the enemy quit. My name shall reign, y'all better admit. Destroy paradigms, I'm making this shit. To a new my frame, kill the enemy quick. If John Wick in his bitch, I'm coming equipped. Whole fist, make it flip if you fucking with this. Government saying shit, I never forget. I'm the child of the breath, I'll blast your bitch. With a blast from the past, let me crack the fifth open. The flood is over now. Hurricane just took the government down. Have to shut them down. The flood is over now.
Let's watch the sun as it peek about the clouds. Let it shine on down.
Let us all walk down by the river. Roll a bunch of swishers. Drink a whole bunch of liquor. Cause the flood is over, nigga. Now let the sun rise on us. Hey, fuck the government. Hey, let us all walk down by the river. Roll a bunch of swishers. Drink a whole bunch of liquor. Cause the flood is over, nigga. Now let the sun rise on us, real niggas. Celebrate. The flood is over now. Hurricane just took the government down. Have to shut them down. The flood is over now.
Let's see the sun as it peer about the clouds. Let it shine on down.
The flood is over now.
Hurricane just took
The government down. Have to shut them down.
the flood is over now. Let's watch the sun as it peer about the clouds. Let it shine on
One
down.
time. Let us all walk down by the
Roll a
river.
bunch of swishers.
Hey.
Drink a whole bunch of liquor.
Cause the flood is over, nigga.
Now let the sun rise on us real niggas.
Fuck the government. Hey. Shouts out to everybody. Hurricane at night, Trappist Church. For your announcements, I gotta make this run, come back and cook, and get ready for work. Hurricane gotta go to work. Go Tigers. We play today. And you know, we gotta get there tonight. Hopefully when I get off tonight, I can probably go live again with the Detroit After Dark. You know what I'm saying? Rock out. But Monday, I'm off of Detroit After Dark. So already know Vod to First Lady, Detroit After Dark for 2. You know what to do. I can definitely do it Monday night for sure. You know what? You already know. But I'm gonna have a busy day. That's why I had to knock the shit on out early. Everybody about to take care of business. Probably about to get ready to barbecue and shit. It's a nice day. It's still a little chilly over here, but I think it's gonna warm up to probably the 50s today, like in the high 50s. I'm not really sure, but temperature drops on my ass. You know, like by the time I get off. But it's gonna be a cool day. I'm gonna do the same thing I did yesterday. I am working alone. That shit felt good yesterday. I was like, I am by myself. Oh yeah. Sure, remember I told my mans, I was like, the person I usually take with me. I'm like, yeah, you have to stay down here again tonight. But if it's a lot of people that come in, like to the shift, I'm gonna have to probably take them. Probably. But still though, I'm gonna just do what I did last time. Be like, yo, dog, it looks straight up there. I don't need 2 people. You stay down here with the crew. And plus, it was good that he stayed down there with the crew anyway, because it was kind of short people anyway. So like, like what I did was kind of the right thing anyway, for him to stay down there to make sure shit get done. But because I'm a motherfucking, like, I'm an army by myself. I can work at my pace and still get shit done efficient. You know what I'm saying? As long as I got my music, get my headphones on, zone everybody out. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. And then I might go live again, like in the middle, I guess, like when I do my little when I do my fucking double check to make sure everything is straight. I might go live again on that. But so far, like, they ain't say nothing. Like, I know I've been on camera with that phone in my hand. I know they saw me. But they probably see me doing something while I'm walking with the camera. You know what I'm saying? But like, really, it's a lot of people walking around ain't doing shit. So they probably think I'm probably a supervisor or something. You know what I'm saying? But I do supervise my crew, if I have them with me. But so yeah, fuck it, I'm a supervisor. Fuck it. I lead the Bravo team. But anyway, but yeah, you be safe. You already know, Vonta. You already know. You be safe too, because I know you about to roll out in a minute. Get a good Sunday roast. Save me a piece. Make me a plate, Vonta. Make me a plate. Make me a plate. Make me a nice plate. I want some roast beef and some greens. And some surprise me, Vonta. Some cinnamon buns. And a coffee. And a croissant and a coffee cake and like 3 blunts. Pearl the fat blunts too. You already know. Much love to you and the family. Much love to everybody out there. About to get ready to grab these couple things from the stove, come back, cook, and try to get me like a little nap in before I get ready to go in. But I highly doubt it. But and much love to my first lady. Much love to my first lady, Vonta. And shouts out to everybody that popped up in the chat, the congregation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Greedy Vegan, aka TYT Media. Shout out to Eyes Wide Shut. Much love to Soul Sister Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown was a good fucking movie. I might want to watch that again. Jackie Brown was a good movie. Then shouts out to Live and Learn. I think Live and Learn popped up. Shouts out to Bronze. Shouts out to Bearded. Bearded probably still at work now, because he was on his way to work when he popped up. Shouts out to In the Groove. Shouts out to Latrell. I think that's Copper Tone. Shout out to Charles Johnson, CJ. And shouts out to Steve and Kev. And I think that's it. And shouts out to everybody that's going to come through on the playback. Shouts out to Jordan, the head of the Hurykane Trap the Night Church Choir. You already know what it is. Y'all have a excuse me. Sorry about that. Y'all have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Depending on y'all time zone. Shout out to everybody, y'all respect the time zone. I think it's like 4:22 over there in the UK. Get your smoke on, Vonta. Get your smoke on. And I think it's 10:23 in Chicago, 11:23 in Georgia. I think it's 8:23 in California. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like 5:23 in the Netherlands. Then shout out to everybody, y'all respect the time zones. And I'll catch y'all tonight when I get off of work, or y'all might catch me like a little small live during work, or maybe if I don't do it doing the double check, I might do it like after I get off on my walk to my stop. And then I catch y'all when I get off, and then I catch y'all when I get home. But like if I don't make a live, that means I've been busy like a motherfucker. My plate, Smoking good, about smoking weed, feeling good. See me bobbing through the hood, feeling good. Shout out to everybody. And I catch you on the playback. This is the Hurykane Night Traptist Church. I'm Pastor Kane. And at this church, we gonna ask. We gonna ask some questions. First question, yo, God, why you create evil? Next question, why you put the tree of knowledge of good and evil with a garden? Nobody else gonna eat that shit. Why you create the tree? Here's what gets me. Why did you kill those 40 kids with 2 she-bears all because they was roasting the prophet? I'm not letting that go. I'm not letting that one go. The ball prophet Elisha was walking up the block and 40 kids was playing Def Comedy Jam on this nigga. Like, if you don't get your ball Morpheus head assholes over, Elisha was crying like a motherfucker. He went home, cried and prayed to God, and God was like, I got you, nigga, and killed those kids with bears. Yeah, God, why did you do that shit? Because they was talking about a prophet, but they was fucking kids. So, I'm God. Ask some questions. Okay. Why does Genesis 1 contradict Genesis 2? And yet they tell me there's no contradictions in that fucking Bible. Motherfuckers retarded. Ask some questions. Why the fuck Lucifer is walking to heaven making bets with God over Job's life? Ask some questions. Why in the fuck you would send your only begotten son to die for sins when you could just come down here and just kill Lucifer yourself? You're supposed to be all powerful, all great, all omnipotent. Ask some questions. Y'all stay blessed, everyone. Much love, everyone, for coming through. And much love to my First Lady Vanta. We about to get up out of here. About to go eat. Y'all enjoy y'all day. If y'all got family, make sure y'all, show love and spread love. And I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. And I'll be back before you know it. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. And I'll be back before you know it. All right, y'all stay up. This is the Hurykane Night Traptist Church. I'm Pastor Kane, and I'm out. Much love to my First Lady. Shouts out to the congregation. We'll catch y'all next Sunday. Peace. One love. One love.